And I'm back with more Dual Destinies. Still in the Space Center, trying to get my chair to move. There we go. Probably heard that moving a little bit. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. But I'm done talking to Punko. And we're going to be talking to Detective Fulbright again. My chair, I really need to buy a new one. I've had the same one for like 4 or 5 years. It's held up really well, but the wheels are just stuck now. It's really dumb. Even in space, safety first. What should I do? What path is the path of justice? Where's Detective Fulbright? He still seems to be lost, even though it's a straight corridor. So if he's still in a cooperative mood. If he doesn't cooperate, I'll just have to use my powers on him. You mean that lady in distress bit? You found a bullet hole in the wall in the crime scene. You did? Our team found that too. It was Detective Arm who fired that bullet. Detective Arm? That's right! A warning shot for the defendant. Was it really such a high-threat situation she needed to do that? I'm afraid I don't know the details, with what Detective Arm being gone and all. But I thought there were 2 people who discovered the crime scene together. You already know Director Cosmos will testify, so tomorrow will be about what he knows. Hey, you're pretty smart. That's exactly what we're planning to serve as the main course. Hope it goes down easy. Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge. Oh yeah, I just happened to have compiled the print data of everyone related to the case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. This is quite a bit of data. Well, when I said everyone, I meant it. Prosecutor Blackwell said to dig deep, so that's what I did. Sure took a while, though. Well, we got Apollo's and my prints? Even got the prints for all the robots? I guess when Blackwell says to dig deep, didn't bother to ask how. Clay's fingerprints are on here, too. Still can't believe you took off his glove to get his prints. Yeah, well, we can't blame me for thinking they're important. There are a lot of doors that require fingerprint verification in the lounge. So depending on whose prints we find, it could completely change the tide on both sides. Makes sense. After all, the culprit's prints did get there on the fingerprint lock. Oh, and take this picture. Might come in handy. Isn't this just a photo of the launch pad? Yep, but Prosecutor Blackwell seemed really interested in it for some reason. What's so important about this door? It's probably the way the little wedge-shaped lock is open. Beats me, but boy, can you see the gears in his head go into hyperdrive. Sounds like it's going to be a major point of contention. Hey, don't forget about the print comparison, boss. Hey, Detective Fulbright, do you think we could run a test on us right now? You just leave it to me. In justice we trust. Okay. Here we go. Looks like it was Mr. Starbuck who opened that door. Must have opened it when they went to go board the rocket. His heart must have been full of hopes and dreams for his space adventure. Detective, about that security footage that was taken in the boarding lounge. Oh, that footage? Go ahead and ask me anything you want about it. Is there any way we could see a little more of the part just after this? Easy as pie. I'd be glad to show you. Here we go. Screen went blank. Yes. Apparently, the after effects of the explosion damaged the wires. So there's no footage after this point. Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Something definitely seems to be up with you, Detective. You're unusually cooperative. Well, I just figure if we work together, we'll get that much closer to justice, right? It seems like something's really been bothering you. You don't have some sort of ulterior motive, do you? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do anything like that. Ah, crap. It's been a while. But these are definitely psych looks. Huh? Did you just mouth psyched? Is there something I should be psyched about? No. It's a system of locks. It's one of the secrets of persons' hearts. I can see when people are trying to hide their secrets through the power of this Makatama. Presenting evidence can break these locks and reveal any secrets they're hiding. Mr. Wright, how much did they bilk you out for that piece of rock? If you've been swindled, I know some lawyers I can introduce you to. I'm more than capable of representing myself, thank you. It isn't some kind of fraud. It really works. A friend gave it to me long ago. But I guess seeing is believing. Allow me to show you. Let's see what presenting this will do.
Take that!
I think you're hiding something. So why don't you just tell me about it? What to do? Which path is the path to justice? He really is in agony. I bet this is an issue he's torn up over justice. I really understand what's been bothering you. I truly do. Something happened that goes against your principles, isn't that right? No! I don't know what you're talking about. Until the explosions occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yup. Peaceful as peaceful can be. Everyone whistling a happy tune as they do their job. You never saw a more relaxed guard detail for a routine rocket launch. I don't think the guard detail was as relaxed as you think.
Take that!
Before the explosions, what was supposed to happen here was a rocket launch. And yet security was so tight they even brought in a special task force. I'd hardly describe that as a relaxed guard detail. Hold on just a minute. The entire nation had their eyes on this extremely important rocket launch. That's why I was called in on special detail. As versatile as you are, I can certainly believe that that's true. But I say it's very strange that this person would be part of the detail from the outset.
Take that!
She specialized in bomb cases. The fact that she was here on hand means that you people knew there was the possibility of bombing with her. Oh, you got me, Mr. Wright! Yeah. Yeah. All right, I concede. You win. Just as you say. A few days before the launch, they were warned of a potential bombing. But the plan to launch went ahead in spite of the threat. But why? What are they planning to do if someone got hurt or killed? I know. The decision to move forward wasn't exactly just, was it? How was the warning delivered? By phone, and directly to Director Cosmos. The police department instructed everybody to keep it under wraps. That's a big thing to keep quiet about. No wonder you were so upset. It's not only that, you've been distraught over Blackwell as well. Blackwell? I mean, as his handler, I'm sure you've got a lot of difficulties. That's not it. It's a question of justice. I'm wondering about why he's allowed to stand in court. The reason he's still prosecuting? Wait, tell me everything you know. Well, talking to your folks about it would definitely be breaking the rules. But never mind that, what are those rules to be broken? What are rules but things to be broken? Well, to tell you the truth, having a prisoner act as a prosecutor is highly irregular. I think we guessed that much. So why is it being allowed? Been wondering and wondering about it. So you weren't told why either? No. Guess the order came from pretty high up. Yeah, it would had to have. But Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the Phantom for 7 years continues even still. 7 years passed. The Phantom, huh? Not one of those friendly variety either. Yeah. This Phantom of 7 years past. Any idea of, like, who or what he was talking about? It's not a clue. He seems to think that this Phantom is behind the whole incident somehow. Wait a minute. He thinks this might be connected to this case? Yup. This case has way too many similarities to what happened 7 years ago. For starters, the case happened right here in the very Space Center, too. And in both incidents, a threat was issued via telephone. So that's why he thinks this incident's the work of the Phantom? Well, that's not the entire reason. I mean, if you want to talk about 7 years ago, that's when Blackwell was found guilty of murder. When this case started, the whole dark age of the law. So, you see, this Phantom and Prosecutor Blackwell's conviction might be related. I can see why he'd think that. This incident and the Phantom. Not to mention Blackwell's past. It's almost inconceivable that they would come to a head here. This might sound crazy, but Blackwell can't possibly believe Mr. Starbuck is this Phantom person, right? I mean, he was acting kind of strange during the last trial and all.
Silence!
No, I doubt he thinks Mr. Starbuck is his Phantom. I do get the feeling he thinks the defendant has ties to them, which is why he's acting so impatient. He's got a personal grudge. And that's not real justice. I've always trusted in his judgment until now. But this time, just so overwrought about it all. He's lost his ability to think rationally, then I'm afraid it might lead to a false conviction. I've never seen him so tormented. Especially why he's so cooperative. Don't worry, it's exactly what we defense lawyers are trying to prevent. Well, I feel bad for him, but I'm gonna be rooting for your team this time. Don't tell him that. You have to promise me you won't! Detective, guess I was wrong. No, I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society. So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to emotion and tear the defendant apart. You're the only ones that can stop him in court. You really care and want what's best for him, don't you? Well, leave the courtroom to us. It's not like we want a guilty verdict either. I was hoping you'd say that. I'm really grateful to the two of you. To show my thanks, I'll give you another bit of information. It's about the eyewitness. I saw her hanging around the Space Center entrance a little while ago. Really? Then let's go find her, Mr. Wright. Thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now. Been able to get that off my chest. Gonna work extra hard to find that perfect piece of evidence for you. In Justice We Trust on 3! 1, 2, 3! In Justice We Trust. Okay, later. There he goes. Wait, were we supposed to say In Justice We Trust too? Let's go see the witness now. goody. You do not want to do this. You do not want to do this. Trust me. A witness must be around here somewhere. Hello. Hello. Uh-oh. Don't tell me the witness is a robot. Hello. Come over here. Hello. Hello. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? I'm Konko. Shall I guide you? Guide you. This robot's kind of freaking me out. Hey, you're not supposed to be wandering around. Uh-oh. Again? I've had it up to here with you, hunk of junk. Ah! I'm outside. Am I wandering? When did that happen? Okay, welcome back, hunk of junk. You don't know how close you came. If you didn't snap out of it, I was gonna put you on the curb on trash day. Nothing works better than a 42.5 degree karate chop. That's pretty specific. Excuse me, but are you the one who witnessed the murder? Oh, and I'm Phoenix Wright, the head attorney of this case. How do you do? Big shot lawyers, huh? I'm Aura Blackwell. I'm a researcher developing robots here at the Cosmos Space Center. Blackwell? Could she be? And this good-for-nothing robot is named Hunk of Junk. My name isn't Hunk of Junk. My name is Klonko. That's me, Miss Aura. Quit complaining. Your model number is Ponko 2. God, but Miss Aura, everyone calls me Klonko. Quit your squawking already. What are you doing? No. No. Ow! There. I bet you won't be talking back now. God, I will obey completely. I better watch what wires I cross with her. I love the animation she gets. Jesus Christ, she's nuts. Your last name is Blackwell. You have a relative in the legal profession? You are correct. Simon Blackwell, who used to be a prosecutor. Ah! Shut up. Only speak when I order you to speak. Simon is my little brother. You know him? We met him in court a few times, right, Athena? What a dull creature. Has her switch been turned on? Athena being shy? That's new. Oh, yeah. I heard he was prosecuted again, despite being a prisoner. Why doesn't he just stick to solving disputes amongst inmates in prison, right? Hey, what do you think, hunk of junk? Miss Aura, that hurts! I'm asking you a question. Why don't you answer me, useless hunk of junk? But Miss Aura, you told me to only speak when you ordered me to speak. I told you to never talk back to me. You're worth more as scrap. Robot abuse, hawk attacks, Blackwell family life sure must be interesting. Well, do you have any other questions? Well, of course you do. You're a lawyer. It's not like I'm on Simon's side or anything. I just want to get this over with. Jesus! So, you're the person who witnessed the incident? That's right. I was on the 4th floor of the main building, in the robotics lab. The explosion disabled the elevators, so I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other room? It must have been a very troubling experience. Best to just humor her here. And then, as I passed by the 3rd floor, Boarding lounge window on my as I passed the 3rd floor boarding lounge window, I saw the crime as it happened. And that's about it. So you saw the crimes that happened, and that's it? Let's see. Wait, you saw it being committed? There's no time to just nod. So you saw into the 3rd floor lounge. Very scene of the crime. That's right. There's a small window on the right-hand side of the room. I looked through from the outside. The room was pitch black, but I saw a shady figure holding a lighter in the left hand and a knife in the right. Must have been the culprit. Did you see who the person was? Of course not. The power was out on the floor. There was only that tiny window. Let's see. But you did witness the moment of the murder. Yes. I saw the figure with the lighter raise their knife. It happened at precisely 10 a.m. Did you witness anything else? Did he have any distinguishing features? I already told you. It was pitch black in there. Although, I did notice that the lighter the person had on them had a pretty ornament on it. It looked like a planet. It was blue, and a little Earth emblem. I have good taste in knickknacks, anyway. An Earth emblem. Better remember that. Thank you for your statement. We'll definitely prove Mr. Starbuck's innocence with it. Yeah, right. I won't hold my breath. Wait, pardon me? Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Sorry. I just detest lawyers, that's all. What don't you like about them? It's just an instinctive dislike. But don't feel bad. I hate prosecutors even more. That didn't make me feel any better, actually. Why do you hate lawyers so much? Little thing from my past? The whole legal system is meaningless in the first place. I certainly don't agree. I mean, people are imperfect. They lie. They're influenced by silly emotions. You can't expect such imperfect creatures to uphold a reasonable system of law. I like robots much better. Even sad sacks like this one! Hey you! Look alive there! Yes, yes, here I go! I am the ultimate robot with amazing I can operate in the vacuum exchange. Oh, God! They went old bag. Alright, that's enough out of you. You're getting a little carried away. Huh? What was I doing? Yeah, I like robots much better. At least you can make them any way you want them. Unlike humans with their petty emotions and constant worries. How can you say such things? Feeling emotions, worrying about what we care about, that's what makes us human! Well, the girl finally talks and she starts with a speech. That's what makes us human? You mean getting angry and snorting like that? Rational thought. That's what separates humans from animals. Unfortunately, your reasoning capabilities are more akin to that of a clever little monkey. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. It must be nice to have such a simple mind. Can I punch her, boss? Get a hold of yourself. Human creatures are absurd. I said you were clever, didn't I? Poor thing. Tell me, with people like you in charge, can I possibly trust the legal system? How can I trust it? Sheesh. So she distrusts not only lawyers and prosecutors, but the whole legal system? I wonder what would happen to this woman to make her so bitter. Even if somebody important to me was killed, I would never wish to see their killer brought to trial, because I'd much rather kill them myself. You can't be serious. The thing you're wearing around your neck. Wait, this? Wait, does she mean widget? Oh, I get it. Well, well. Her Royal Highness has returned at last to her castle. Whoa, what? She talking about Athena? By the way, I heard rumors. Our director is going to be to the Star Witness in court tomorrow, right? Director Cosmos? Yeah, that's right. You poor things. You'd better be careful. That old man is a big liar and a huge braggart. What? He might seem like a bigwig, but the center has all kinds of problems. He's a lot of skeletons in his closet. But it's your problem, so why should I care? Wait, that's it? No friendly tips? No good luck? Splendid. I'll leave you to your woes. Come on, hunk of junk. It's sad to me that she doesn't believe in her legal system anymore. She must have had a bad experience to make her feel that way. Are you okay? You seem pretty down. I just can't believe she said all those things! Well, she's really upset. I mean, I would be too. Did you see that entire conversation? Has she been just trying not to let it show? Well, I guess it's not all that surprising. Hear about fabricated evidence and false indictments on the news all the time. You mean that whole dark age of the law crap? I'm so sick of hearing about that! Well, all we could do is believe in what we're doing. You know. You're right, boss! I agree! It's time we went back and see Mr. Starbuck. Good idea! Should tell him about the bullet in Miss Blackwell's estate. Alright then. Next stop, the detention center. Here we go with more yawning. And sighing. And stuff. Boo. Oh, my lawyers are here. Must be bad news. Hey, not necessarily. You found a new witness. Researchers saw the moment of the murder through the lounge window. Wait, really? They're gonna let me go? Unfortunately, it was dark and couldn't identify the person. I should have known. The stars never align just right, too. But we gotta lead, Mr. Starbuck. The murderer had a lighter with an Earth emblem on it. A lighter with an Earth emblem? Huh? Oh! Did you remember something? Oh, yeah, I sure did. Just a little bit, though. Anything at all would be a big help. So please tell us what you remember. I thought I was unconscious the whole time. But now I remember I woke up for a few brief moments. Oh, that's huge! Do you remember seeing anything? A lighter. I saw the flame of a lighter floating in the darkness. What else? What was nearby? Oh, it was definitely the boarding lounge. It was after Clay carried me there. In the light from the flame, I saw a dark shadow. Dark shadow must have been the third party we've been looking for. Thank you, Mr. Starbuck. You've been more than helpful than you know. If we can prove there was a third person at the scene, then that they're the real killer, then you'll be cleared of suspicion. The key is whether or not we can identify the third person. Well, at least we have something we can go on now. That's a huge plus. Probably tidy up the evidence a bit. Now we have a glimmer of hope. I'm suddenly starving. Why don't we go back to the office and treat ourselves? For someone who's highly empathetic, she can be surprisingly unsympathetic. So you found your strategy for tomorrow's trial? Good for you, Daddy. Well, it's one step forward anyway. Hopefully it'll give us a fighting chance. Well, as long as we can find out this third person is. Well, let's get something to eat. I'm starving. My vote's El Noon's Noodles. Oh, Apollo. What are you doing here? Didn't think the clinic was ready to release you yet. My wounds are fine, and I'm done lying around. Apollo, you're supposed to be in bed. Leave it to us. We can take it from here. Thanks, but it's not an option. Not for me. You shouldn't underestimate your injuries, Apollo. I don't want you overdoing it. I'm fine. Not in pain anymore. Besides, this gave me an IV at the clinic. An IV isn't a cure-all, mummy man. Anyway, just tell me how the case is going. Have you guys made any progress? A suspicious figure was spotted at the scene. We think they might be the real killer. A suspicious figure, huh? Right. Thought you'd be happier than that. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm happy. And I fully intend to see Clay's murderer apprehended. Absolutely nothing will get in the way of that. Clay was your best friend, right? That's right. Best friend since junior high. Sounds like me and Junie, so what was Clay like? Well, he was full of compassion and energy. And a really loud voice. If the two of you did voice training together now, you'd break a few windows. You know, I bet you're right. Seems like only yesterday. Clay was a guy who lived for his dreams. We used to talk about that a lot. He was going to be an astronaut, and me a lawyer. We talked well into the night, and even then, he never grew tired of it. Apollo, about that jacket. No, it's Clay's. I knew it. It's a special jacket that was only issued to members of the Hat Project. He was finally able to get one of his own once he was selected for the Hat 2 mission. He always looked so proud wearing it. But just when his dreams were finally coming together, I still can't believe it. Damn it! It's not fair! Apollo, hope you don't try to carry the burden alone. I guess we were both unlucky. My own debut was a disaster. I guess you're right on some level. That trial a year and a half ago wasn't actually the smoothest of starts. It was a rough time for me, but he refused to let me quit. You're fine, he'd say. And don't give up. He was right during those screening exams, too. I couldn't have become a full-fledged lawyer without him. That "you're fine" of his is why I'm still standing here today. You're fine, huh? You're fine and I'm fine were like catchphrases, right? Something like that. Sure brings back memories. When we were junior high, Clay's mom passed away in an accident. But he wouldn't show his sadness to anyone. One night I found him crying all alone in the school courtyard. Get away! Don't come over here! Clay, listen to me. I don't have a mother either. Huh? I always think everybody else has a mom. Why am I the only one? But you know, when I start to feel that way, I yell at the top of my lungs, I holler that I'm fine, and I start to feel like maybe I really will be. Apollo, justice is fine! Alright, it's your turn. Okay. Clay Terran is fine! There you go, now we're both fine. We're fine. We're fine! What are you laughing about? See? Right, you laughed first. I'm fine. You're fine, we're both fine. When you say it out loud, it really starts to feel real. And as long as you don't give up, if you keep on fighting, that's what we believed. As long as you don't give up. Wasn't there someone else who said something similar? Clay called Mr. Starbuck his mentor and looked up to him. I wonder if I can be a good role model for my staff like Mr. Starbuck. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'll be taking a leave of absence. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean by a leave? You're really serious. Could you at least give me a reason why? When I put Clay's jacket on, I swore to him that I would catch his killer myself. But that's our goal too! I agree with Athena. We should be working together. The truth, huh? That's a noble cause, but what if the truth you seek and the truth I seek turn out to be different? I'm not sure I follow. What are you saying? I'm going to catch the person responsible for taking my friend's life. In my own way. Take good care of Mr. Starbuck for me. Now I must be going. Goodbye. Goodbye? Did he just say goodbye? I sensed a lot of seething anger and hatred coming from him. And also suspicion. He's not walking out on us like this. I'm gonna go talk some sense to him. Hold on. Paul can believe what he wants, but I believe he's wrong. Even if we take different paths, the truth we arrive at should be the same. I think the quicker we solve this case, the better it'll be for Apollo. Yeah, he's right. That's enough for one day. Make sure you're ready for tomorrow's trial, okay? If he were here right now, Apollo would say, I'm fine. Everything is fine. I just hope everything really does turn out fine tomorrow. Okay, get to the trial in the next episode. Whew boy.